2022, the Sacramento Youth Detention Facility continued to provide educational experiences and enrichment activities that promote the health and well-being of our youth, encourage law-abiding behavior, teach accountability for choices, and model pro-social behaviors. Here are just a few of our highlights and accomplishments from this year. We celebrated 35 youth who graduated with their high school diplomas. 40 youth were enrolled each quarter in our SOAR college program through Lake Tahoe Community College. Students in the Northern California Construction Training Program earned several certifications, including the OSHA 10-hour construction industry course, Laborer's Agility Test, and the Confined Spaces Awareness Test. They also competed in the local high school shed design building competition and received a certificate of merit for their efforts. El Centro Junior Senior High School held its 9th annual Career and Resource Fair, which connected 17 local area vendors with our youth. We held 19 baptisms in our swimming pool, performed by our YDF chaplain. We welcomed a new program in collaboration with Pet Partners that allows the youth to receive special weekly pet therapy visits from Gertie the dog. The residents continued to write for the bi-weekly magazine The Beat Within, and we held our first annual open mic night to showcase their pieces titled, Who Am I? The YDF continues to promote healthy and active lifestyles for the youth with structured and unique athletic events. This included our very first ever YDF decathlon, hip-hop line dancing, pickleball, aqua aerobics, and a special guest speaker visit from former NBA player Kent Bazemore. Another YDF first this year was the publication of the YDF quarterly staff and resident newsletter. The newsletter is available to all YDF residents, staff, and family who visit. The newsletter covers all the YDF events and accomplishments. And let's not forget the yearly Easter, Halloween, Christmas decorating contests that never fail to impress.
Our secure youth treatment facility, Valley Oak Youth Academy, opened in July 2021. We have had 24 youth committed to the program today. In 2022, we had 4 youth successfully complete the Voya program and released with reentry supportive services back into the community. Our YDF staff continue to be proactive and innovative in developing positive programming. One of these programs specific to the Voya youth is a 13-week life and job skills training program called Project Me. Youth who completed the Life Skills program then become eligible for the Voya Jobs program, where they apply for paid jobs throughout the facility. The Voya youth also participate in the following skills building workshops and activities: multi-week business and negotiations class, Ask the Chief event where youth were able to ask candid questions to the department and facility chiefs, leadership class, a day-long college education conference presented by Project Rebound and Rising Scholars. All the YDF accomplishments are directly attributed to the creativity, passion, and dedication of the YDF staff, contract providers, and volunteers. In fact, several officers have received awards this year for their efforts. Deputy Probation Officer Heather Horton received the Sacramento Region CAPIA Employee of the Year Award, and Deputy Probation Officers Kirsty Williams and Simone Spencer received the Sacramento Region CPOC Employee of the Year Awards. These awards were in recognition of their innovation and contributions in promoting growth and positive change in the youth we serve. While this year has been busy to say the least, the Sacramento Youth Detention Facility and Valley Oak Youth Academy are excited to see continued growth. Some of the pending projects include additional vocational and career technical training, as well as our community outreach step-down program. We look forward to working with other agency partners and the community for an even better and more successful year in 2023.
2022 was a productive year for the Juvenile Court Services team. The Record Seal Unit experienced an increase in orders by the court for sealing of juvenile records. The team pulled together and created an efficient system to address the mounting need to expedite the sealing process. Through this process, the team assembled a working manual for future officers, cleared the backlog of cases, and formed a cohesive, high-functioning unit. The biggest challenge of 2022 is the returning population of youth from the Department of Juvenile Justice. With DJJ closing in June 2023, these youth will return to Sacramento County in need of court hearings for new commitments. Collaborating with the presiding judge, district attorney, public defender, and other divisions, we established timelines for petitions, reports, and court hearings to address the over 20 youth returning from DJJ in a short period of time. Finally, Juvenile Court assisted in the development of a mutual contract with CDCR. Pine Grove Fire Camp will provide an alternative placement or a step-down option for youth in the Secure Track Youth Treatment Unit at YDF. Finally, in order to facilitate a seamless collaboration with CPS, the 241.1 Joint Assessment Guidelines were updated to reflect the current reporting needs to the court. The 241.1 court writers developed a roadmap in which CPS and probation could mutually communicate about a case with the goal of determining the best outcome for the youth. In doing so, the jam sessions between agencies become efficient and consistent. Although 2022 was a great year, juvenile court looks forward to an even better 2023.
2022 was a year full of new beginnings, challenges, and accomplishments for the Juvenile Field Division. In addition to working collaboratively to support juvenile operations, system stakeholders, and community-based providers to keep public safety at the forefront, we continued to provide individualized support and services to youth under our supervision. In 2022, we were successful in developing and implementing re-entry services for our Secure Track program, the Valley Oak Youth Academy, or VOYA. Planning for re-entry begins as soon as a youth is committed to VOYA. Once officers are embedded in the process, they develop a positive working relationship with the youth and a better understanding of their needs, motivations, and aspirations to assist them in growing into pro-social, effective members of the community. The Juvenile Field Division has also been working collaboratively with county system partners to implement Families First Sacramento, which is derived from the Family First Prevention Services Act and the state block grant. The Family First Prevention Services Act, enacted as part of public law in 2018, authorized new optional Title IV-E funding for time-limited prevention services for mental health, substance abuse, and in-home parent skill-based programs for youth who are candidates for foster care, pregnant or parenting youth in foster care, and the parents or caregivers of those children and youth. The goal of this program is to ensure the county's children, youth, and families are safe, healthy, and able to thrive at home and in school through strengthening families and communities that value and support the diversity of our population's needs. In 2022, we continued to implement Part 4 of the Family First Prevention Services Act to help youth remain in home-based care and reduce the use of unnecessary congregate care placements. To further our division's prevention and intervention efforts and to work more upstream, we have implemented a juvenile field liaison positioned to assist with our Black Child Legacy campaign efforts, have a partnership with the Sheriff's Department's Youth Services Unit with their Youth Diversion Program, and have been pursuing a mobile outreach vehicle to serve the community in need. As the year comes to an end, we want to celebrate our accomplishments and our unwavering commitment to public safety. To date, juvenile field officers have participated in multiple sweeps, searches, arrests, and assisted other law enforcement agencies. Through these activities, many arrests and violations were obtained. Throughout 2022, the diligence of our officers have resulted in the seizure of 26 firearms and over $40,000 worth of illegal street drugs to include marijuana, methamphetamine, and fentanyl. Our division will continue to adapt to continuing changes within our region and will always strive for excellence and professionalism in the community we serve.
As placement continues to strive for all youth in our care to be empowered, safe, and healthy, and achieve timely permanency, we have increased our efforts to recruit and support resource families to provide a loving and supportive home for foster youth. We continue to engage the community through media campaigns with partners such as SAC Cultural Hub, Salem Advertising, and Daily Solution. Established partnerships with community-based organizations such as the Sacramento River Cats, and regularly participated in resource fairs and similar educational forums. Our placement officers were also invited by the Chief Probation Officers of California, CPOC, to present effective family finding and supportive strategies at the 2022 Foster Care Conference. We were also proud to coordinate with CPOCs to release Jetro's Journey, a documentary that demystifies what it is like to support a foster youth on probation. Although our goal is reunification and placement in the least restrictive setting, we continue to support those youths needing placement in a congregate care setting by ensuring they are safe and living in environments conducive to change with therapeutic, academic, and recreational services consistent with the case plans. We also continue to assist youth who qualify for extended foster care with housing support, education, life skills, employment, and treatment in hopes of supporting them as they successfully transition into adulthood. We also completed California Child and Family Services Review, County Self-Assessment, which was a collaborative and comprehensive review of Sacramento County's child welfare and probation practices.
The Adult Court Division plays a vital role within the criminal justice system, providing a variety of services for the superior courts, justice partners, crime victims, and defendants. In an effort to provide additional support to our clients, a DHA eligibility specialist was brought on site. The specialist works in collaboration with pretrial officers, securing benefits, housing, and service connections. We also secured a contract with LCA, who will provide a pretrial navigator to support our high-risk clients. Lastly, our division received a county wellness grant designed to focus on a culture of health and well-being. Staff are encouraged to participate in various incentive-based activities and events which motivates them to make a healthier choice, such as exercising, eating healthy, and self-care. Adult Court is charged with completing pre-sentence investigations, which are relied upon during sentencing. Writers completed over 500 sentencing reports, while our court liaisons processed over 3,000 waived cases. Given the complexity of the work, Adult Court focused on training this year. We enhanced our weekly case staffings with training sessions and created a peer coaching team. They provided less experienced officers with training, as well as quick, accurate feedback and advice. Rights, access, equity for a crime victim continues to be a high priority for our team. Officers work with victim support organizations, advocates, in order to assist victims, resolving over 3,600 restitution orders this year. The Prop 63 team has been extremely busy, holding defendants accountable for relinquishing firearms upon conviction. Officers processed over 7,800 referrals. These efforts led to 35 referrals to adult field services and 13 firearms being confiscated. Expunging records, early termination, and charge reductions assisted defendants in overcoming barriers to success. Officers processed over 1,900 petition requests this year. Defendants may legally transfer between jurisdictions in California. This year, our team of 2 processed over 974 requests. DPO Kayla Brown played an integral role in the JTU. She will be extremely missed by her adult court family. Our work cannot be completed without the effort and support of our administrative professional staff. This year, our team processed over 18,000 court documents, including pretrial. Our pretrial program has had positive impact on our criminal justice system, as well as the clients being served. Over 48,000 PSA assessments have been completed and over 4,800 cases have been activated. With a focus on public safety and court appearances, clients are successfully being released under pretrial monitoring with the support of their probation officer. Over 86% have not incurred any new arrests. Barriers can hinder compliance with court orders. Officers work diligently to expand our clothing closet to include hygiene kits, blankets, phones, and other necessities.
2022 has been an exciting year for recovery. Within our 3 Sacramento Adult Day Reporting Centers, we have had a total of 80 graduates and currently have 225 participants in our program. It has been 1 full year since the Jail Diversion Treatment Resource Center, JDTRC, opened its doors, providing a one-stop location for community-based individual support services for misdemeanor mental health diversion clients. The community partnership continues to divert individuals from jail or prison and provide mental health, substance abuse disorder, and trauma-centered services, as well as referrals to community-based providers. We facilitated several pro-social activities giving back to the community by cleaning up William Pond Park, followed by a barbecue, games, and activities. We also hosted a friendly kickball competition between ADRC Central and Recovery Court, ADRC taking home the trophy. The Collaborative Court Unit has held several pro-social activities throughout the year, to include volunteering at the Sacramento Food Bank, cleaning up American River Parkway, and a Halloween costume party. Between all 6 courts, which include veterans, recovery, treatment, Prop 36, DUI, re-entry, and mental health, we've had a total of 48 graduates with 245 currently participating in services.
The Community Outreach Unit has been hard at work giving back to the community by keeping Sacramento clean while providing clients the opportunity to pay victim restitution. Community cleanup crews are also utilized as an alternative to incarceration.
COU is assisting the juvenile units in establishing the Valley Oak Youth Academy step-down program by giving them opportunities to work within the community. Our intake units have been busy trying to locate housing and services for our unhoused and at-risk population. Approximately 2,537 clients have been fully assessed through our intake units, allowing officers to properly identify supervision levels as well as providing resources in our community. It has been 1 full year since the Jail Diversion Treatment Resource Center opened its doors, providing a one-stop location for community-based individual support services for misdemeanor mental health diversion clients. This community partnership continues to divert individuals from jail or prison and provides mental health, substance use disorder, and trauma-centered services, as well as referrals to community-based providers.
In 2022, Adult Field Services and professional staff worked hard to keep our community safe by maintaining close supervision of clients, ensuring compliance with probation conditions, and utilizing alternatives to incarceration. Officers also supported positive change by evaluating the client's strengths and needs and providing appropriate referrals to services and resources, including counseling, community-based resources, mental health services, and vocational training and employment opportunities. Here are some of our 2022 accomplishments in more detail. Adult Field organized and conducted several high-profile enforcement sweeps, including domestic violence sweep, multiple adult sex offender sweeps, including the annual Operation Nightwatch Halloween sweep, multi-agency EDD sweep, 13 OTS DUI sweeps, several multi-agency gang sweeps. In April, Adult Field Services and LCA collaborated to create the Accountability Collaboration Treatment Program, ACT. The program was designed to connect referred AFS clients from the high-risk probation and the family violence units with services such as education and other services to help clients reduce the risk of recidivism. To date, the program has received 48 referrals, 44 accepted with 4 pending, 3 employed, and 1 graduate. AFS has added a permanent OD and window officer, which allows clients to see an officer when their assigned officer is not available or if a client is dropping in without an appointment. This has resulted in a rise in lobby contacts. To date, the OD and window officer have seen a total of 16,383 clients. This past year, AFS has worked closely with the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department in creating an MOU to place a DPO on the Homeless Outreach Team, HOT. We have 1 dedicated officer with a caseload of unhoused clients. This officer assists unhoused individuals by connecting them with support services and monitors compliance with court orders. Adult Field continued working to keep our community safe by conducting over 25,000 field face contacts, leading to seizures of weapons and narcotics, including 116 firearms, 12,147 grams of methamphetamine, 534 grams of cocaine, 900 grams of controlled substances such as fentanyl and pills, and 3,755 grams of marijuana. Adult Field officers' great work to help keep the community safe, along with our interaction in the community, resulted in 4 high-profile press releases and 44 social media posts. We continuously work to positively impact the jail population numbers and reduce the number of incarceration days during COVID, utilizing intermediate sanctions over 600 times. A big thanks to all our Adult Field officers and professional administrative staff for all that you do.
2022 has been a productive year for the Professional Standards and Training Division. The division includes backgrounds and investigations, communications and community engagement, policy and compliance, and training. The Backgrounds and Investigations Unit reviewed 407 personal history statements and completed 186 backgrounds on all potential probation employees. In addition, they facilitated 4 orientations for potential new hires. The Policy Unit distributed 15 policies via the electronic policy portal. Several high-priority policies were also written, such as the new Use of Force General Order and the Body Scanner Policy for the Youth Detention Facility. The Communications and Community Engagement Unit continued to be at the forefront of information sharing. Notable accomplishments for 2022 include the recruitment of 18 interns, a department record, and organizing and planning probation's employee giving campaign work group, resulting in over $5,800 in contributions to charitable organizations. The communications team also attended over 70 community events this year, 55 of which or solely recruitment events. Department recruitment remains a priority, and the Communications Unit has some new and exciting plans for 2023 to engage the community and showcase the work that probation does.
It has been a busy year for the training unit. Probation's training unit coordinates and conducts mandated training for sworn officers and administrative professionals to ensure a highly skilled and proficient workforce. In July, the first supervising probation officer court training was certified by the Board of State Community Corrections. The course is taught by department chief and assistant chief deputies and is now open to outside law enforcement agencies. In addition, the training unit completed 4 juvenile correction officer court training, which include PC 832, 1 DPO Transfer Academy, 2 SPO court trainings, 8 advanced officer training, several days of firearms low-light simulator training and defensive tactics updates. Probation's firearms instructors bring a wealth of knowledge, discipline, and dedication to the training division as well. This year, several firearms instructors attend a 2-week probation officer safety training certified tactic medicine course where they learn the skills necessary to teach fellow officers. Upon the completion of the training, the range unit created and implemented a tactical medicine training curriculum for field officers. The curriculum is taught during probation's advanced officer training AOT over a 3-day time period with a class time and hands-on scenarios.
The Fiscal Unit has achieved many accomplishments throughout 2022. In addition to navigating our budgeting, claiming, purchasing, and contracting duties successfully under challenging circumstances, we found innovative and streamlined ways to better support the department.
We created and presented several fiscal trainings to department staff on topics specific to budget, revenue streams, contracts, and travel. During our annual budget season, we were able to help secure thousands of dollars in cost savings by identifying areas to implement expense and contract efficiencies. Adding to those savings, Fiscal conducted several RFPs and RFIs for services to support YDF, pretrial, and DJJ realignment. We helped acquire and secure positions and services to grow the department and better serve the community. And we are grateful we were able to reallocate our unit's resources to provide opportunities to staff within the department, while also promoting one of our many valued team members and welcoming 2 new very skilled and knowledgeable members. As we remember our many successes, we look forward to continued excellence and service to the department and county in the year ahead.
So as you can see, 2022 was an incredibly busy and challenging year for all of us. We finally started to see the pandemic slow down just a bit, many parts of the world and certainly our state opening back up. Meanwhile, here at Probation, as you all know, we really did not miss a beat as operations continued. However, with that in mind, the pandemic and its impacts have been long-standing. It's been felt perhaps most inside of the youth detention facility as we realized, we'd have to make some very difficult decisions by redirecting staff from across the department inside to cover shifts just to ensure the continued safe operation. That decision and certainly the impacts to all of you, your families and the routines you may be established outside of work were not lost on me. Certainly not lost on any member of the management team. With that in mind, I really just want to express my gratitude and appreciation for your continued resiliency and certainly your professionalism in assisting with solving that crisis. With that in mind, I also want to call out just a few more of our accomplishments from the year. So in December of 2021, we had the successful launch of our Jail Diversion Treatment and Resource Center program that's really focused on providing, sort of the one-stop shop opportunity for many of our misdemeanor mental health population. This tool is incredibly important as the county is wrestling with how to further reduce the jail population. In addition to that, we've maintained and fully funded our continued operation of the pretrial program, which is just incredibly successful. I believe roughly 86% of those who are under our monitoring have remained arrest-free while with us. And with that in mind, as well as the JDTRC, we look to further position ourselves to again assist the county with some very large issues. As 2022 begins to wind down, lastly, I want to just express another round of thanks for everyone, the entire team at YDF, for all that they have managed over the course of last year and the year prior to that as well. It's just incredibly heartwarming to witness the dedication by everyone from the sworn staff working and covering shifts to the kitchen and laundry, our partners who've ensured continued service delivery. It really has taken a concerted effort by all to make sure that those youth who are under our 24/7 care and custody have their needs met. As 2023 approaches, I remain optimistic about the year, but the realist in me knows that we should just be prepared to face additional challenges as they're certainly to come our way. Lastly, I just want to say thank you again. Please continue to take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and take care of each other. We need all of the support to ensure that the department and all of you remain safe in the coming year. Happy holidays and look forward to a prosperous 2023.